The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Greg the Barbecue Broker DiGiorgio. Let's talk
Don't
barbecue.
bring them in right away. Greg, anyway. What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by the Barbecue Broker.
Are we letting him in now?
We got crickets.
Do we let him talk?
Crickets?
Oh, no.
Crickets. Where is this ugly mug?
No, I bet you he's screaming at the phone right now.
Well, hey, no call, no show. Is that what they say? Now he's fired? Okay, let him in. Let him
All
in.
right,
He's
let
about
him
to cry.
talk.
You can see it through his sunglasses.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, guys.
What's
What
up?
are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Yeah, we turned up today and you didn't. What's going on?
I got this going on today. I am cooking, and I'll just give you a quick peek. Because if you look and you ain't cooking, we got 12 briskets on today.
Ooh, buddy.
We got 6 pork butts.
Brad, what's up? Brother Alton. Dutch. Uncle Steve. John. Gray, what's up, brother?
So on one location today. What's up, boys? I can't see any of the chat, so
Don't worry about it. You'll be
That's
good.
all right. We got you covered.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
so what's up, dude?
Nothing.
How's the week?
Fantastic. Let me tell you something. I think this is the one. The hot apple pie.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
stop.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
I've tried all of them,
Yeah.
and they I haven't cooked with them yet, but I've
Oh, I
tried them all.
cook with the hot apple pie and the honey chipotle on Sunday, and
they're all ridiculously
baby.
good. So good. Me and the boys were, Kevin and Chris, over the weekend, did a little chicken and rib comp practice. And we didn't use any of the this rub, but we tasted it all. Man, I'll tell you, if I was there right now, I'd be throwing that right down my throat. And you know I would be.
Yeah, and you're probably going to
like-
get some in the eye like you do every week.
I was
so.
going to say, and your eye. Don't forget throwing it in your eye.
You know I eat it raw, dog. It's just how it is. I'm glad I could at least jump on.
Crawdaddy, what's up?
I'm glad I could at least jump
Oh
on.
yeah,
and,
he was all nervous. Oh, dude, I got a catering fit. What are you gonna do, bro? I've been doing this 3 years.
Yeah.
I can fly it solo if I have to.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
And then he's like, but who's going to scream at you all day?
That's it. I'll find someone to yell at me.
Yeah.
Just give it a minute. Big Rome, what's up? But all right,
up,
let's
Rome?
get this show on the road. How about
right.
you hit it there, son?
Hey, you ever wonder why when you have a barbecue, nobody's coming, but when your neighbor has a barbecue, everybody's showing up. The reason for that is because your neighbor's using Uncle Steve, and maybe you're not, which means one thing. John, what's it mean?
Your neighbor's using Uncle Steve's shake.
No, it means you better get you some right now, John. Uncle Steve's shake is handmade, uses only the finest ingredients, and comes in now 12 amazing flavors, including the newly renamed Pig, Cow, and Bird Shake, the Dessert Shake, get the Smoke Bomb, and now the new South Texas Red. If you can cook it, Uncle Steve has a shake for it. If you have any shake questions, you know Uncle Steve has fantastic customer service. They'll walk you through all your shake needs. It's time to take your backyard and your competition game to that next level with Uncle Steve's Shake. Shake some on everything. And today's show also brought to you by...
Our friends at Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether we are barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling thanks to our friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today we are smoking the HVC Hot Cake. Thanks to our friends from TwoGuysCigars.com, we get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, GuyCigars.com.
Greg, you
And
never get to
also-
give me a hard
yeah.
time about the teleprompter again. You are a pro. You do not need it, sir.
Just to prove to everyone
don't
that if you didn't
stroke
believe
the
me,
ego.
I don't need a teleprompter. Look at how shiny
That's
my
right.
head is.
So next
See,
week,
look
he's not
what
getting
you
it.
just created.
No, but he's not going to get it
Guys
next
with
week.
shiny heads don't need fucking teleprompters. Give me a break. Anyway, good news.
We do
everybody.
have, yes, we do have an announcement to make.
An announcement and a half.
Announcement and a half.
Oh, I'm excited. What is it?
We are proud to announce a new member of the Pit Life BBQ family,
Which would be right here.
which would be
Ding, ding.
right there, Mr. Ryan Newland of Backline Smokers.
Smokers.
Wow.
So,
And I happen to have one, so it's really cool.
yeah, it works out well.
It works out really, really well.
Awesome.
So welcome to
So,
the family.
welcome to the
Ryan.
family, brother. Appreciate it.
We'll get your ad going for next week. Sorry, it didn't happen
Yeah.
this week.
We got to
but
talk
we'll
to you.
get
Yeah, we'll hit you up and get a couple points together and come up with something for you.
Oh, yeah.
Get the logo
Today-
and all that.
Today is really an exciting day, though.
Oh,
yeah.
hell,
Putting it right there.
what I got in front of me?
Look at all those bags.
I know. I don't even know where to start.
You look like a bag lady.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Anyway, let us get down to it. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're happy to be joined coming from Huntsville, Missouri, via Texas somehow, but we'll get into that part of it. I'm a little confused there geographically, but whatever, not a big deal. Okay, everybody, please welcome Mr. Michael Goff of King Louie's Meat Apostles. Mike, what's up, brother?
What's up, cats? How you guys doing?
Fantastic, fantastic. So, where are you right now?
I am holed up. I'm in Huntsville, Missouri, center of the state, about 30 minutes north of the University of Missouri, right in the middle of the heart of some of the best barbecue in Missouri. Actually, we're kind of getting ready to tear off and go through the boot hill to hit Strawberries. And if you haven't heard, Strawberries, fantastic. There's and work our way over to Memphis in May, right? But we're gonna good spots on the way over there and see some of our folks, which will be fantastic.
Nice. So, obviously, as you can see, I am surrounded by your goodness, brother. And all I have to say is, wow.
Let me get a tight zoom on that. Ugh.
These are absolutely incredible. Every single one. We'll get to a particular one in a little bit. But how did you get into the rub business? We'll start that. How did you start King Louie's Meat Apostles?
You know, being a backyard guy, I'm not a huge competition guy. I'm a backyard cooker. I've done a ton of backyard cooks and things of that nature, but you know how you do. You mix everything up, and then eventually you want it in one shaker. So that's your go-to, and that's kind of how we kind of got going. I come from really, really large families. Like literally, whenever we get together around the holiday, it's like you're doing, Grego. It's a large catering event, man. We got like 80, 125 people show up on the big holiday. So it's always a big cook. So it kind of expanded from there and put the product out there. Got a lot of good feedback, and then it just slowly blossomed. Randolph County, which is an all-purpose rub, that's probably the one that represents how I cook. That's my style of cooking, and that's the one that I put in the shaker to kind of use across the board on absolutely everything. And Missouri-based, Kansas City style barbecue. It's got some sugars. It's got some sweet. It's got some herbs. It's got a little cumin, a lot of love in there, and it goes just across the board on everything. There's a ton of good products that are out there, but at the end of the day, you kind of like what you like. And I like how my stuff was going, so we had to bottle it and bag it, and boom, bang, boom, here we are. 2.5 years later.
Yeah, you do get that savory from it, then followed by the sweetness of it. Yeah, that's awesome.
believe it or not, I cook a lot of steaks with that. That's probably that and the King's Blend are my go-to.
Yeah.
I mean, my go-to is Randolph County on everything, right? And it's all about layers, as we all know. And Randolph County's in on virtually all my cooks, layered in there at some capacity. So, which I like that one. But probably the one that kind of got us on the map, we'd done some competition. We'd done some backyard competition cooks, had some fun while we were doing that. And decided, these are out there, they're available. Let's see how we stack up against some of these big guys. And at the time, we only had 4 that we kind of branched off with within the first year, like 7 months, if you will. Randolph County was the first one, and then Smokey Candy Apple was the second one. Fantastic. It's got some natural apple powder in there. It's got some Merida Chipotle flakes. So it's absolutely fantastic. It gives you a good smoky heat punch. And it's just truly unique. It's loaded with honey. Super sweet, super spicy. I'm kind of I'm a sweet heat guy. Needless to say, I always put a little sweet heat on a little bit of everything that I got going on, right?
Yeah,
y'all?
Right off the bat, you get that sweetness in the apple distinctively, in a touch. Yeah, you can get a little bit of a heat on it, and yeah, it's
Take some right down your gullet, John.
So we put that one in the American Royal last year, and we put 2 entries in last year, and that one took 23rd in the mild category, which we were shocked, right? We were just kind of wanting to throw them in there to see kind of where we stacked up, and that one did very well, did 26th in the world. Wow. That kind of validated, what this fat bald guy likes to barbecue in the backyard, right? And so it kind of took off from there. And then we did that. The next one was that yellow package called Honey Chipotle. And it's another sweet heat with a different profile. I like to use a lot of Chipotle. I like the smoked peppers. I like honey granules. So that one brings a great thunder. And those 2 together, man, just slay ribs, dude.
So do you smoke your own Chipotles?
No, not at all.
Okay. I was like, that's intense.
No. But the kind of the
names.
The science behind it is really, honestly, is probably my wife. I'm just kind of the fat bald guy that's in front of the grill cranking all this stuff out, and she comes from a food background, so she's fantastic about formulations and things of that nature. I
knew all 3 of us had something in common.
I was gonna say, you're not alone. You're not alone with fat bald guys right now. I love the name. How'd you come up with the name of your brand?
This is crazy. I haven't told this story too much. It's a little embarrassing, but I'll share it. So
I like to ask the hard questions.
We're going straight to the shenanigans, huh? I see, Grego. So here we go. Probably one of my bar names is King Louie, right? So I travel a lot, and if I have to make dinner reservations or reservations to get anywhere, I always leave it at, it's always been King Louie. So that kind of has resonated and stuck. And, when we were getting ready to launch, there's a King Louie's brand of seasoning already out there. So I kind of had to kind of branch out and add meat apostles, so that kind of fell in the line, and boom, bang, boom. Next thing you know, we got meat apostles all across the country now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Bill Z, what's up? Tommy Wilkinson, what's happening? Max Baez. They're all the boys. They're all shouting you out here today, Mike. That's great.
What's up? Shout out TBC, rocking a little TBC love today.
Absolutely, and it was oddly enough you had when you had messaged me the other day. Like, it's this and this, and you were on my radar from the boys from TBC. Because I had seen them and everyone, their lives here and there, and they were raving about it. I'm like, okay, let's put King Louie's on the list, and we'll just go. And oddly enough, out of the blue, you had messaged me, so it worked well. We were on the same wavelength there.
Awesome.
So that was
that's
good.
They're a good group of guys.
Oh, they're awesome.
Love to, just backyardians. There's a lot of competition cooks in there too, man. So
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of great groups that are online, and these guys are at the top and hands down my favorite. So I love it. I do imbibe in a cold beverage every once in a while I'm cooking. So it's always good to chug a few with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So that's always fun.
Oh, for sure. So, like I was saying at the beginning, Huntsville, Missouri, and then I got confused because of all the boys in Texas. So, was that connection through Texas BBQ Chapter, or were you already in some stores down in Texas, and you guys just linked up from there?
Yeah, we kind of, I've been selling everything e-commerce at some local butcher shops, things of that nature. And we lived in Texas. My son's born in Texas. We lived in Texas most of our lives after college. And truth be told, our parents are getting a little older and life is very, very short.
Yeah.
So we made a conscious decision about 5.5, 6 years ago, probably 6 years ago, I guess, to move back to get closer to our family and spend some time here. It wasn't an easy transition moving from a major metro area to population 1,200 where half the town is your family and cousins, right? But the barbecues have gotten a hell of a lot bigger up here, man, because when we throw down Randolph County style, man, it's just on. Everybody's bringing everything. It's just a big throwdown fest, similar to what we saw in TBC. So, we were in some other groups together and met a lot of cool cats and followed them over to Texas Barbecue when they started that chapter up. And heck, man, I'm on there every other day, try to be, So we're very active in social media. Why not? Let's have a little fun.
Oh, for sure. Fernando, what's happening? Jason, Kyle. Kyle sends his love.
Hi, Kyle. Love you, buddy.
There you go. So, the packaging is amazing. Obviously, it's one of the first things that sticks out to you.
It's very regal.
That's what, regal. Regal's a great word.
Regal.
Yes.
It's flashy yet classic at the same time. You know what I mean? You got the flashy with the gold packaging. That sticks out wherever you want to put it. You're gonna see the gold. But then your regular packaging, the black background with the King Louie's. It's just fantastic. So how much thought and work went into the design of the packaging?
Well, the funny thing is, my background is I've been in marketing and sales for quite some time, and this kind of comes kind of easy to me. So I'm a consumer too, right? What looks good, and then we kind of started thinking about the brand. What message do we want to take out there? We wanted to stay kind of true to our kind of hillbilly, kind of redneck Missouri kind of roots, right? Rubs and seasonings fit for a king, right? So kind of play on that. And then to stay kind of regal and royal, gold and purple, we looked at a lot of different colors. We looked at a lot of packaging. We've kind of morphed over time. I mean, one of my co-packers, we were finally in bottles, which this was great. Takes up less shelf space, but it just wasn't quite as sexy as kind of where we're at now. This just stands out on a shelf and really kind of grabs some attention. And that's kind of what we were after, right?
Oh, for sure. Because like you said,
cool.
in the box you had sent, took it out, you took the packaging, and it was literally, like the scene out of the movie. You take the packaging off, and the light just glistens because you got all the gold packages. I go, oh, this is great. I definitely got to bring up and give the kudos to the packaging design because it was fantastic.
And by the way, John's like, oh, you got some samples. You got some Meat Apostle samples. I was like, oh, did I? He sends me a picture. I was like, holy shit. I go, he sent all of that to us? He goes, no, that's yours.
No, that's yours.
minus the red shirt, which is fat guy size.
Fat guy size.
Oh, is it? Okay, let me know. I'll get you squared away on that. My bad. I was guessing.
Oh, no, it looks like it fits. Does it fit, John?
Oh, yeah, this was the 2X, I might add.
He looks great.
How about that?
Oh.
I'm dude, I might be backing into an old wardrobe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You
Never
know what I
throw
mean?
them away.
No, trust me. The missus knows that. She's go, you got enough T-shirts. I go, you never know when I might hit the
Yep.
roller coaster.
I'm
But
6 inches away from my jeans, and I was 25, so I'm getting there. I saved them.
yeah.
Destiny as a goal, you know.
Yeah, I think the range in my closet goes from one end of the wall to the other end of the wall, and I've actually got the signs that say where everything's at. And right now, I'm at the high end because I think I've probably gained 20 pounds over the last 3 months test cooking that hot apple pie. I've never
Man.
eaten ribs in my entire life. I shit you not.
Speaking of that's a great segue. Speaking of the hot apple pie, let's get into that bad boy. Now, this
Brass
weekend,
tacks.
I did, Mrs. Maggs wanted wings, so Mother's Day, what Mrs. Maggs wants, that's what she gets.
That's right.
Not necessarily on Mother's Day, pretty much any other day for that matter. But hey, we all know that with if we're married, you know what I'm saying?
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. So we did, like I had said before, in previous episodes for years, I love testing new stuff out on wings.
Yep.
You know, it's a great meat, and you got the bag. You can test multiple everything's out with wings. You know, it's not like you can get a slab of ribs and try 4 different rubs on one. You know what I
No,
mean?
what are you, crazy?
You can taste each one individual. So she had picked the honey chipotle
Always good.
and the hot apple pie. So the honey chipotle was absolutely delicious. Had this killer sweetness to it. Almost like you had like a sweet barbecue sauce with it, but it being a dry wing, which was impressive, you know, and it was absolutely delicious. But man, then I took the bite of the old hot apple pie. And like I said, when you smell this, that's it. It's hot apple pie. How you did that, I have no idea. I'd love to know, but secrets
You
are
said
secrets.
it earlier. Apple powder, I think. Is that what it was, or something?
Natural. Yeah, it's on the label. I'm not hiding anything.
Don't you listen, John?
Yeah,
And then also the
natural
Chipotle
flavor.
flakes.
Oh,
Then-
you
and
want to
then
know what I can do there, son? Can you mute him?
Well,
Oh, boo-hoo.
we'll leave him up
So
for
you-
now.
You have the Chipotle flakes in there, right?
Not on this one.
Oh, not on that one? Okay.
This one is we went a different direction. You know, we've got some in here. We've got a variety of chili peppers that we've got in here. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but we wanted something that was you know, I like that smoky candy apple. Really do. I love it. And there's a lot of cats that's very, very popular that love it too. But I'm a heat guy, right? So I wanted to make something that was unique for me, because what I found when I was making my ribs, I wanted some hot ribs. So I do the honey chipotle, the smoky candy like I was doing, and I found myself playing with hotter and hotter peppers that were ranked higher on the Scoville units, you know, and kind of played with a variety of stuff. And then I thought, you know what? Let's keep tweaking this. And we kind of landed on a cayenne that's like an extra triple X hot. It's just a step below habanero. So if you taste it out of the bag, you're going to get that the apple pie seasoning. It's going to taste like you just took a bite out of apple pie.
Yep.
And then you get this punch of that cayenne.
Yes.
And it hits you really hard. And you're like, oh my word, is this going to stay with me? But if you
It doesn't
cook
stay.
it,
Yep.
it'll dissipate, man. And it cooks
It
all
does.
perfect.
Yep.
So-
It does go. It doesn't last as long as that's the key right there.
Yeah.
Kicks you in the ass, and then it says goodbye pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
that's it exactly. Now, don't get me
Yep.
wrong. I played with some crazy peppers, right? I like some of the hot stuff too, but you know, to mass produce something, there's what I like to cook, and then there's where we kind of landed on with this product that you know, kind of hit the nail on the head for us. You know, we thought it was a home run.
Absolutely. Hey, Efren, Lep, what's up? Big Kurt Special, what's up, brother?
What's up, Kurt?
Oh, yeah, all the TBC boys are coming out hard today.
Everyone's excited.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
Big Kurt's on here. He sees what's up in the background.
I always miss the big shows when I'm not in there. What the hell?
Hey, these things happen.
Yeah, you planned this, you son of a bitch.
I didn't plan this. You called me on Sunday and say, "Oh shit, I got an event on Tuesday." So no, I didn't.
It's on Wednesday, but I'm cooking today for it, obviously.
That's how it starts.
That's how you roll.
But when we had touch base the other week, Mike, we had a great conversation. You were about to hit the links, or were currently hitting the links, and we were trying to figure out the date. And you had asked, is the 11th by any chance open? We're like, yeah, absolutely. Why? What are you going on? Well, there was this little competition that was going on of the American Royal, which some people might have heard of, but it's their annual best rubs in the world, best seasonings and best rubs in the world competition.
Ooh.
And you were entered in it. I think you entered in multiple categories, but the one you were really high on was the hot apple pie in the hot category.
Yeah,
and how did you fare in that?
We're elated and humbled and grateful because we took 7th in the hot category overall, which is a feat. You're dealing with, this is literally probably it's the World Series of barbecue, man.
Yeah.
This is the rubs and sauces competition, and you're talking about some of the best cooks in the world across the globe and competition teams that are battling it out on every circuit. Every weekend's got a product in there,
and that's you said the right word, world. There are people sending in entrances all over the world. We're talking hundreds upon hundreds of rubs and seasonings in each and every category.
And you got 7th.
7th overall.
Congratulations! That is incredible.
Yeah, we were stoked about that one. We were super stoked. And kind of blessed at the same time. We try to just stay humble. And again, I'm a little under the weather today. Full disclosure, I had a pork belly that I had out and was planning on grilling, but I'm just drained. I didn't have the energy to knock it out. So we'll hover around the barbecue another day and drink some more beers and keep testing some products, because we got some new stuff coming out that we're stoked about. But this one right here, we're super excited to see where this kind of leads us, because this opened up a lot of doors and opportunities in the very near future.
Amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
What were you planning on putting on that pork belly?
Well, all right, I'll tell you. I was going to do a mix of this hot apple pie just because I'm all over it right now. Honey Chipotle, and I was going to mix a little bit of Randolph County on top of it too.
Because you got to mix a little Randolph County in. That's the AP, right?
Yeah, and
the AP.
That's a light dust on absolutely everything I got. It's a decent little Demerara sugar base on it and everything else. And then the honey granules, man, over time, and from that honey Chipotle, man, they form the perfect crust on meat, dude. It is just it's hard to complain with honey. If you're playing with honey granules and you got that in your rub, it's hard to complain about it because it's really tasty stuff, man.
Delicious. I just got a bag of it about a month ago, and I've been playing around myself.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
What do you got on? What are you using today, man? What do you got on your big smoker back there, Grego? What are you using?
Today I am using the New England Pitmaster Sweet Edition rub.
Nice.
So the New England Pitmasters is a Facebook group that John and I are in. I run it with a couple other guys. And then John's an admin. We have about 12 other admins, and it's like almost 5,000 people, New England and beyond, and a lot of the TBC guys are also in our group. So if you have a chance, search for us on Facebook and join the group, man. It's a great group. Post your rubs on there whenever you want. But today, the boys and I, Kevin and Chris, we got together and we just came up with an all-purpose rub. It's got a little cumin in there, salt, pepper, a little garlic, little onion, little ancho chili, and a couple other spices.
Yes.
And then I made a sweet version of it, and I added just a little bit more, sugar content to it. So
Nice.
I'm rolling with that today on the pork butts, and for the briskets I got on SPG, baby, just straight up my own SPG concoction. I roll Central Texas style with my briskets, so I just keep it very, very simple.
Kind of hard to fault that one, man.
You can't. I mean, it's just,
for sure.
it's just, it works. But I'll tell you right now, I'd like to get some of that Randolph County on there as a base layer next time.
Yep, we definitely do that. SPG, and then it's all about layers for me. I'm using a little bit of everything, and you're gonna find a combo that you like wherever it's at. Crazy thing is, man, I've had a lot of buddies from across the country reach out, after the results were announced like last week, and man, the last 2 days I've gotten care packages from everywhere, from Pittsburgh to Orlando to from Houston, from San Diego, with everybody's favorite rubs that they've kind of been messing with. Because I'm always saying, hey man, try this, do a test cook on me for this. You can't post anything on social media. You got your folks that you kind of lean on to kind of help you test cook some stuff out, and that's the thing that's kind of been neat. Is building the network out and really kind of learning the business behind the scenes, more of going from becoming a true backyard cooker to meeting a lot of these guys that are eating, in the Memphis and Mays of the world, if you will. So.
Absolutely. Sean Hogan, Killer Hogan's in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, Johnny?
So another one we got here, Mike, is the Hot Cajun Love, which is pretty self-explanatory on the flavor profile there. You want to get a little Cajun Creole going.
That's normally my go-to.
That's a go-to.
Ooh.
But the one that's really got me perplexed, whatever the hell it is.
That's okay.
Hey, I butchered
It's
an
a
English
barbecue
language
podcast,
on a
not an
regular
English
basis.
podcast.
That's
I remember
right.
my first day talking.
That's right. That's right.
It was today. Good job, Greg.
The trash can molasses.
Oh, the name alone.
Ooh.
The name alone gets you. And then, damn it, you take the taste, and it's like, oh, my God. It just has that, do I dare say, heavy sweetness to it of the molasses.
It's a dirty sweetness.
Yeah.
And that's why
Good,
that's called
man.
a trash can. It's so delicious.
The ginger notes in there and the citrus notes kind of bring the sweetness out. So there's a little bit of a bite, but I'm not going to lie, man. We wreck wings with that, and chicken thighs and yardbird like all the time. I mean, I've done briskets. I've cooked everything with all my stuff, but especially, man, chicken thighs, dude, that is my go-to, hands down, dude. Ain't even close.
What's
All right.
Yardbird?
Trash can molasses on chicken thighs. So you're saying it's
Speaking of the English language, we'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
Go ahead, finish up, Greg.
so you're saying it's KCBS worthy on chicken thighs?
It's good. I'm a backyard cook, so I've got some guys that are playing with that one. They're using the Smokey canny, the honey chipotle. They're using some of my other stuff, but I don't think anybody's playing. I've got anybody yet that's playing with in sanctioned events with trash can molasses that I know of yet. But
Because I got a KCBS coming up next month.
Oh, there you go, man.
I might have to test the trash can molasses on some thighs. Looking for that mahogany color. I just can't seem to stick it. It's so freaking hard. Chicken is like these chicken skins are my nemesis. I just can't.
Another TBC
All right,
brother.
Let me interrupt here. Let me just stop this whole conversation right now. Now, I get it. I would love to take the time to be KCBS and really scrape all the fat off the back of the, on the skin and in search of that just perfect bite. But screw it, man. I like the fat, dude. That's why I'm a backyard cooker. I'm not going to spend all that time doing it. You know what I'm going to do? While I'm wasting 20 minutes going through my skin trying to get it right, I'm gonna throw another rack of ribs on and keep going down the road.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
We might just skip chicken altogether. It just sucks. It's a sucky category.
and this is why I love the chat. This is why I love the chat.
I know, they heard me.
Another TBC brother, Bruce Leach, in the house. Trash can molasses mixed in with cream cheese.
Yeah.
So you can use that on inside of a Texas Twink, inside of a Papa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on now.
Oh.
Dude.
This is why I love the boys.
And he said that one of them said Yardbird is chicken, so thank you.
And yes, we'll get back to
Hi.
You've never heard the
No,
term
I haven't.
Yardbird.
Especially because I think he said chicken and then Yardbird, so I'm like, I would have assumed chicken, but he said it separately, and I'm like, wait, what is a Yardbird? Are you guys eating
Chicken,
like
whole chicken.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Pretty much whole chicken.
Okay, cool.
Normally, you know, it's a very loose term for chicken.
Okay.
You know, when I'll do. Oh, what are you cooking? Oh, I'm doing some thighs, some quarters. If I go Yardbird, if I say Yardbird, I'm
Whole
doing
chicken.
a whole chicken.
Okay,
That's
okay.
just
Good
just
to
me
know.
personally.
Yep.
You
I'm gonna
know,
use
but
that now.
it's a loose term.
Can I use it if I'm cooking in the oven, or is it barbecue only?
No, you can use it.
Like, what do you cook in the oven? Roasted Yardbird.
Yeah, throw them
Okay.
all off. Throw them all
Use that
off.
on all
You
sorts
can do
of
that, Chrissy.
and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, play around with it. See what you think.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then Big Rome, the King's Blend on the tomahawks every time.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Randolph County and King's Blend are my go-to on steaks. They got just enough sugar on there, and then what I do is I pump it up with. I'm always hitting my steaks with salt and pepper. But one of the things that we try to do in our line is be cognizant of the amount of sodium that we're actually putting in the product itself, because oftentimes, you know, you get caught looking at, you know, a fancy name or a label or a package, and you know the first ingredient is salt, followed thereby by sugar. So what we try to do is be cognizant of the amount of sodium we're using, because you can always add a little bit, right? So taking it away is a different story. And we've kind of focused on using ultra premium ingredients, right? A lot of the salts that we're using are smoked. You know, Applewood is smoked Applewood sauce or Applewood salt. Hands down our favorite, man. We go to that like all of the time, which we think the world of it. It's fantastic.
oh, absolutely. C-Mac, happy birthday yesterday, brother. Ryan Guinea, what's up, brother? So, Mike, have you thought about dabbling into the sauce world of this?
Yes, I've got recipes that are waiting for the right opportunity. And I think that, you know, our story kind of sucks because we struggled finding the right co-packer for a long time, you know, and we made literally the worst mistakes and picked the worst partners, man. And it just, it stinks. And then COVID hit, right? So then everybody stopped kind of taking on newer clients and focused. And the reason they were shutting it down because they couldn't keep anybody in production facility, right? COVID was running rampant. Then there's a bottle shortage because everybody's bottling hand sanitizer. So that became a struggle and a challenge. And, you know, so it's been a whirlwind over the last 12 months, but we finally identified the right partner who's going to, open up some other product lines here in the very near future for us. And we're stoked about that.
Very cool. Very cool.
We'll hashtag this blackberry jalapeno. Stay tuned.
Ooh, you heard it here first.
Blackberry jalapeno.
Ooh, goodness.
Really good. We made a cheesecake. We smoked a cheesecake with it this past Mother's Day, and it was fire.
Oh, nice.
Smoked cheesecake. Cheesecake's like my favorite thing.
Why not?
And barbecue's awesome. So,
Oh, yeah.
oh my God, I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, you can do all types of things on a smoker.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to our
All
world,
types
Chrissy.
of things.
I know.
Welcome to our world.
Now who's going to make me one?
Oh, yeah. So we've answered the Texas connection, and you know what are some of the stores around that you're in that people in those areas can go get right off the shelf if they want to.
Yeah, in Dallas, our focus has been selling everything almost commercially. Chard 380 up in McKinney, Sean Staffo has been fantastic. I had to chase him the longest just because he's got 5 kids and he's so busy. But it made it very rewarding to get in there. Great guy, great setup. it's got some crazy good supplies in there. And then Gabriel down in Roy City at Joe's Meat, man. He stocks it deep and sells it cheap. And if you ain't made your trip out to Roy City to see what he's got going on out there with his Wagyu and those big tomahawks, man, you're missing the boat down there, man. Crazy. He's got people flying in from everywhere because
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
like Chicago.
I know the TBC guys are always down there.
Yeah.
Always in there hanging out.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
are. Locally, all the local butchers, some retail stores. I just picked up a chain of local grocery stores today, which adds another 8 to the list. We've had a ton of inquiries that came in yesterday and then today, so we're kind of sifting through a lot of new potential folks to see kind of where we're at. And the answer to the question is yes, we're open for business. So we're getting ready to open up a lot of new accounts, which is thanks to the Hot Apple Pie and the American Royal, and really kind of the support from everybody online, because the majority of our stuff starting off was all e-commerce and social media groups. Texas BBQ Chapter being one of my favorites and the biggest ones.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the support with all the guys and girls, with us, NEP, TBC, we're just a giant family, and that's the beautiful part of it. Let's see. Kurt, Mike Goff, mad scientist and making rubs. That's for sure, brother. That's for sure. And one other one I had on the packaging, makes your first meal. This one just happened, just the King's Blend. Each one has a different write-up. Makes your next meal fit for a king. The signature blend packs powerful, bold punch, while it can literally go on anything. We find it pairs best with steaks, chicken, and brisket, which is great, because someone's looking for it, and this, okay, I'll throw her under the bus. My wife, Mrs. Maggs. What would this go great under? What would this go great on? And I'm trying to explain, and this is great for someone who's just getting in and wondering what it is. It gives you some examples. Then you got the ingredients. But what the next thing that sticks out to me is we have a little verse.
Yes.
Of Philippians 4:13. Which is, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. And that's a bold verse. And
absolutely.
Especially because it can go on many different things, especially on a, business side, or more so a passion side. That, you got the strength to keep going, to take that next step, to take a little bit of a risk, try something new. Why, in your words, why that particular verse?
There's that means a lot to me. So, growing up as a Christian, we all face some times that may not be the brightest. So that one speaks to my heart. Okay. Sorry.
No.
Trying to keep together, but
no worries there.
For a reason. I think you can see the passion behind it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think that was the best answer you could have gave right there. God bless on that one. So,
absolutely.
What do you got? What else you got there, Greg?
Take a look at the package on the bottom left. Let me tell you a little interesting story about this, man. And I don't even know that I've shared this with anybody. You see that little building underneath the Philippians 4:13?
Yeah.
That is called the Mayo House, and was the first house that was in Randolph County, which is in the center of Missouri. We're in the county seat. And my wife's family lived in that property.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It's crazy. So we have a big county festival every year. They open it up, and to see this thing, oh my word. it's awesome to go through there, and all the kids love it and everything. But man, I couldn't imagine having a tribe of kids living in there with in that small little place.
Yeah.
So again, a lot of the packaging and everything we've kind of done from a branding perspective, this is our baby, man. So it gives us an opportunity and a platform to say what we kind of think is important from a family value standpoint, what we think is important to share a message of hope. And then, stay true to our family roots, right here locally. So it's been a fun project. Now, had we been in Texas, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know where this may have taken a little different spin. Kind of hit home for us.
That's right.
Yeah. Comes down to that old saying, he works in mysterious ways.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Efren says, do you consider any of your rubs the perfect rub?
No, not at all, man. Let's talk. That's a great question. Let's talk about barbecue fails and shenanigans like that. You guys are the comp. You're Grego. You're the comp guy getting ready for your chicken thighs, man.
So, this is my first comp. I'm no comp guy. This is my first comp. I'm a backyard guy like you.
Okay,
I just started this catering. This is like my 5th catering job. I'm new at all. I've been smoking meats for 10 years, but I'm a backyard guy. I'm not trained. I'm no trained chef here.
So we had a backyard fail, which it's a funny story. I love to tell it. We had some buddies that I work remote, so there was no company holiday party for me. As with COVID, so was a lot of my friends. So we decided to get together and have a COVID-19 remote lonely workers party. So we fired up the pit at our place and proceeded to go until the wee hours of the night. And the brisket hit a stall and I couldn't get it over the damn thing. It was killing us. So I set my alarm for 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock, whatever time it is. After probably drinking 1 or 2 cold pops more than I should have, and my alarm goes off the phone. I run out there. I put my probe in, which is a big probe, shove it in the brisket. I'm close, but it's not there. And I'm thinking, I may have 2.5 hours. I think this thing's going to be done about 6:30, maybe 7. And I promptly shut the doors and go back to sleep. My next alarm goes on. I go out there, I open up the doors, and I had left my probe, which was a giant probe. Literally, it was like one of those forks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had melted all over the top of the brisket.
Oh.
So after like a 8 hours into a cook, we melted the last probe on top of the brisket. Needless to say, that kind of shit the bed for the company party the following day at noon. So we had to throw some other stuff on, which is kind of funny.
That's a great that's a great story, Mike. And unfortunately, we're kind of against it right now, time wise. But brother, we will definitely do this again. Get
I have one last question.
What?
He's got a quota.
Listen, it's a Missouri guy. We know Kansas City. We know burn ends. Yada yada yada. Here's my question: out of all your rubs, what's your favorite to use on burn ends?
Burn ends?
Combination wise, yeah. I gotta think trash can molasses gonna be in there at the end somewhere. But if you were to make burn ends today, what combo would you use for your rubs?
I do. I make my own barbecue sauce. I'm a fan of habanero. I've got a lot of peppers that I like, but I like the sweet heat stuff. So I tend to use a lot of, believe it or not, brown sugar, SPG. I'll throw Smokey candy on there, trash can molasses. And then I sauce it up with a homemade sauce. Like yesterday, I made a strawberry jalapeno mix that I've got. Yeah, that's really tasty. It's got some ancho and chipotle in there.
Strawberry jalapeno sounds delicious as fuck.
But then, honestly, I get tired of like making all my own sauces because it's not bottled down. So I've just been calling some of my buddies that are already doing it and saying, "Hey, Blake, Stubblefield, Texican Smoke, man, send me some of your raspberry smoke." So I've been ordering stuff from all my other barbecue peeps, man, because there's a ton of good products out there. Shout out to Uncle Steve, by the way, because that Gator Shake, man, is
delicious.
It is delicious.
I've made a point to turn on all the kind of comp guys and everybody that's here in Missouri, local to us. We're kind of a tight knit family too, and most of them are on, New England Pitmasters, TBC. they're in the same social circles as we are. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's barbecue, man. It's whatever you think's going to be good, and hopefully you're making a lot of it.
Yeah, good, man.
For
Awesome. I love it. I
for
can't wait to try that stuff.
But Mike,
I'm jonesing to try it, man. I'm excited.
yeah, Mike, thank you so.
Go ahead, Johnny.
No. Go ahead.
Please keep
Please
talking,
go ahead.
Greg.
How much time we got left?
You're out
Like
of time.
15
We're
seconds.
out? Oh, okay. Go ahead. Outro.
Mike, thank you so much, brother, for taking the time. Thank you for all this. I can't wait to get into the rest of it. It is you got winners here, and you know, most importantly, congratulations on the big finish of the hot apple pie, guys. Get you some for sure. But Mike, real quick, where can everybody find you on social media?
We're all over Facebook. Hit us up at, meatapostles.com or hashtag meatapostles. You'll find our page on there. Meatapostles.com is our website.
There's a link to that in the description today, folks. So click on there to get the products.
Thank you, Chrissy.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And then if you find somebody that doesn't have it, shoot me a text and let me know, because they probably need it.
I need it.
For sure. But Mike, thank you, brother. We will definitely do this again. We'll keep in touch. We will definitely, we'll definitely be in touch with you for sure. Keep that golf game going. And hang on just one sec, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Gonna roll
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
That's it? That's it for today?
That's it for today.
That's it. All right, folks. Well, if you haven't already, click on any one of the bajillion links in our description below. Like, share, subscribe. We got Greg's stuff. We got Johnny's stuff. We got the community stuff. So get in there and make sure you share us and get the barbecue family growing even bigger.
Absolutely.
And I think you guys are meant to sign off with, and until then,
keep the smoke rolling.
Keep the smoke rolling.
there
baby.
we go.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21, Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.